Welcome to the HFT Stocks and Options Commentary. I'm Pablo Navarro. Today is Thursday, April 4th, 2013. For the volatility index, the dollar-weighted put-call ratio on the VIX, we have neutral readings on April, May, and June with 37, 31, and 8% of the total premiums paid. Those were the bigger ones and the important one to look, so we have a very neutral put-call ratio today. For SPX, as you can see here, we have the SPX chart, and what it's important here to look at, it's going to be that we were up today 6.29 handles or 0.4% for the day. That's pretty neutral here. We've been trying to go up and down. Here, that's the weekly chart. Let's go to the daily chart. We've been basically chopping up as a very slowly rising market, as you can see here. What I expect for tomorrow, non-farm payrolls, I expect a dip to this trend line here, 1550. That's 9 handles lower from here, almost 10. And I would buy there the SPX with a very tight stop. If we do fail there, I expect it to come and test this 1531 level, which is the 50-day moving average. So that's what I have a plan for tomorrow on non-farm payrolls. For the Qs, pretty much the same pattern, pretty much the same plan, but I'm bearish on the Qs. I think we're eventually coming tomorrow to test this 50-day moving average around 67.8, and that's going to be the plan. I eventually think we're going lower to test this low here of 67.62. So that's how I'm playing it. I'm playing non-farm payrolls to the downside. For IWM, we have a bounce today, almost 1% up for the day. I think we just barely broke the 50-day to the upside. I think tomorrow we're going lower and eventually coming and test these lows around 88.80. So that's what I'm looking for the indices tomorrow. For GLD, we were able to rally intraday from the lows, finishing above 150 today. And I think we're basically going to stay on a tight range tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be a very important event tomorrow, the non-farm payrolls for gold. I think we're closing very near to 150 tomorrow. I would be a buyer on this trend line here if we're able to get there. You could get that trend line if you go and look back. Those were the lows we've made previously, and you could see them here on the daily chart as I haven't marked. You could get them there. So the lows here was 148.53. I would get long there with a very tight stop. For SLV, we are right now holding this level here. We broke the 200-week moving average. I think we might get a pop tomorrow. Very little pop, about 1%. And I would sell the 200-week moving average and start a short position there. I think we're eventually going to break that and come and test this low here of 25.34. If you're wondering where the 200-week moving average is, you could see it here, the purple line. It is right now at 26.30, 35. That's the 200-week moving average. Apple. Today we were down on Apple 1%. As you can see here, I think we're going to break that level, this 27 level. We are closing below the 150-week moving average. I'm bearish on Apple. I think we're coming to test the 419 level again. And we're going to have to see if we're able to hold that 419 low we had. If not, we're going to 400 pretty quick. So I'm bearish on Apple. Let's go look at Facebook. Here we have the Facebook chart. We were up 3%. Today we have the new Facebook phone, the home for the Android that they were announcing today. You could see it here. We popped. We talked about yesterday this 100-day moving average of 27.28. I think maybe we could see some momentum and go to the 50. I doubt we'd break above the 50-day. So that could be a nice place to start a short position with a very tight stop. Netflix going lower again today, down around 2% for the day, continuing yesterday after the break So that's important here. We talked about looking for 164 as our next target, so pretty close there. And we'll see what happens. Last chart we're gonna look at, Google. Having a bad day today, closing around 1.38% down for the day. We broke the 50-day moving average today, and the important thing here to take is that I think we're going lower here. We broke it. We basically closed at it. If we do not get a bounce tomorrow, this looks like a pretty bearish chart coming to test this level here. So that's what I'm looking on Google around. So our next lower target would be 774. That's what I'm looking on Google. Very nice entry tomorrow if we break that 50 days. So keep an eye on that tomorrow.